Good evening. I just found that my fridge not working, not cooling.
What's the make and model of the fridge? And can you guesstimate how old is it?
Hotpoint Quadrio.
Do you plan on doing the work yourself?
And was bought 2008.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
Yes, if possible, I'd like to do the work myself.
Hi, I'm Daniel. Welcome to Just Answer. I'm reviewing your question now and will post back with your reply momentarily. Does the freezer seem to be working okay, or has this defrosted?
It's not working at all now. Just pressed both button with flashing light at the top of fridge to reset. And still not working. Not cooling and freezer is defrosting.
Okay, if you access the back of the appliance, there at the back at the bottom is the compressor. Feel this and see if it's hot to touch and let me know.
Is the compressor a black box? It is warm but not hot.
Okay, what you need to do is unplug the appliance and then remove both freezer doors and fully empty the freezer. From there, remove the ice tray at the top. Then you need to remove the back panel. Once that's off, you will see another panel behind that. Remove this as well. Once both panels are off, you will see the evaporator. If this is blocked with ice, then you need to defrost it with a hairdryer till it's fully defrost. Then once defrosted, refit the panels and turn it on, and if the lights are still flashing at the top, reset it by turning the freezer dial to off. Wait a few seconds and turn it back on, and that will reset the flashing lights. Then see how it goes from there. Fingers crossed this cures it, as they can build up with ice behind there, and this stops all the cooling around the appliance. But if you don't want to go removing panels, then you need to turn it off and leave the freezer door for 24 hours and it will defrost itself. Then turn it on and reset the flashing lights again by turning the freezer dial off. Then see how it goes from there.
Thank you, I will try it. Another question, I notice sometimes the fan makes loud noise. What's the cause of that?
It's either ice forming around the fan. While the panels are off, you can access this. But if it's not ice, then the fan motor will be on its way out. But to be honest, it's very rare these fail. The fan motors on these are usually good.
Hi Daniel, was not able to take off the back panel at first, so used hairdryer, heated and got it off with 3 big blocks of ice. No block of ice at the evaporator. Can I put power on to check if fan works properly at this stage? Will the fan start straight away as soon as I put power on again? Also, what shall I do if the fridge still not working?
Okay, if the evaporator is all clear and trace no ice under it, then refit the panels in the freezer. Then open the fridge doors and turn both dials to off. Then press and hold the fast freeze button till the lights light up at the top, then let go. Leave the doors open and it will run a test cycle. The fan should kick in during this, so when it does, feel the vents at the back inside the fridge and see if you can feel air being blown up in there. If so, then just turn both dials back on and then see how it goes from there. It should start up after several minutes, so see how it goes from there.
Just turned both doors off and switched on power 3 minutes ago. Press the super freeze light. Heard beep, all 3 lights are flashing. Can hear some noise on and off, but not sure if it's the fan. Fridge doors are open. Can't feel any air coming out. Only green power light on now. The other two stopped flashing. Should I turn both dials on?
If you open the freezer doors, you will know if it's the fan, as you will be able to hear it running in there.
Fan's not running.
Okay, if the fan isn't running, then it won't circulate the air around as the fan blows the cold air into the fridge section. So for this, it's either the fan motor itself or the control board, I'm afraid. So you need to remove the back panels in the freezer again and access the fan motor. Disconnect the wiring, and you need a multimeter and test the motor for continuity. If faulty, then it will need to be replaced. But if the fan motor is fine, which to be honest with don't fail often on these, then I'm afraid the control board is the fault. As I have replaced a few of these in the past for this fault where the fan motor doesn't run. In this case, the control board will need to be repalsed. But the bad news is you will need to get hotpoint in to do this, as the boards are sold blank and need to be programmed up by the hotpoint laptops. Now hotpoint will do a fixed price repair on this for £110 all in. So for that price they will call out and replace the control board and program it up for you with their laptop. Now this is roughly the same price as you buying a blank control board yourself. So for this fault, if it turns out to be the control board, then hotpoint will be the best option to fix this, I'm afraid.
Thank you for your explanation, Daniel. Fan just started working and I can feel the cold air coming out at the freezer part but not the fridge bit yet. Is that normal?
Is this in normal mode now, or are you still running the test mode?
I turned both dials on and pressed the super freeze button ABT 20 minutes ago, then only left freezer drawer open. Is that normal mode or test mode?
If the dials are on, then it's auto mode. Turn both dials to off and leave them off. Then press and hold just the super freeze button till the lights flash, then let go. Then give it a minute or so and then see if the fan is running, and feel the vents inside the fridge at the back to see if air is coming through there. Then if you feel the air, just turn both dials back on again.
Can hear fan making noise but not the same as it is when in auto mode. Also can't feel air coming out. Fan only runs about 5 seconds then stopped.
Okay, something's wrong in there then, as in test mode the fan should run for about 3 minutes. If it's only running for a few seconds, then that's not right. But if the fan is running in normal mode but isn't getting cold in the fridge section, then it's the vents are blocked with ice or the damper isn't opening inside the fridge. Again, the damper is something we don't repalse. I think I've only ever replaced one, and I don't think that was faulty anyway. These dampers never fail. So if the vents in the freezer is free from ice, then it's pointing back to the control board not opening the damper to allow the cold air to enter the fridge section.
Does that mean if this is the case, I need to ring hotpoint to fix the PRB? As it works when is on auto mode, can I leave it for now, or would that cause any further damage to the machine, and the fridge and freezer will not cool/freeze properly?
I'm afraid for the control board this will need to be done by hotpoint. As to leaving it on, that's not a problem. Just leave it and see how it gets on in the morning. As if it's free of ice, then just see how it goes from there.
I will. Finger cross all will be fixed tomorrow. Thank you for your help.
You're very welcome. If you could remember to rate the answer, that would be great. You can still ask follow-up questions on this, as that isn't a problem. Many thanks.
Will do. Smile.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.